On this warm, windy fall afternoon, let's go ahead and take a look at a few wild things in the garden before we cover them up. We're going to lay in some more leaves. We're also going to let the wind gusts help us out, bring the leaves to us. Better than fighting it. If you can get the wind helping you out, makes raking so much easier. Lettuce, we've got spinach, we've got beets. Some of the radishes got chewed on by grasshoppers. We've got sweet potato leaves. Some of them got burnt a little bit with that last cold. They're not going to make it even in the cold frame. But what we do have in here is henbit. And henbit is more of a springtime plant. It's got a nice light purple flower. It's very edible, so I don't mind it being in the garden. Right here we had watermelons growing last couple years, and we've had this really deep in the hay mulch. So I'm going to go ahead and pile leaves, and we're going to put wood chips over here, because just look how fast that breaks down. But that soil is just beautiful. And a lot of times I tell you it's really hard to tell how much mulch you have down, because it's breaking down from the bottom. The top's going to look like you still have a layer, but it gets real thin real fast. That's another reason we got to keep putting it down. Now right over here, this is curly dock. Came in with some hay and I knew it was coming in. I saw the seed heads. I don't mind. I do pick most of it out as it's growing. When it's real young, it comes out real easy. And right next to it, we've got two of one of my favorite plants in the garden. And I always thought these were weeds. And I'm talking about dandelions. It also makes a really nice taproot. So we're going to be able to go ahead and just continue to pile up leaves right here. I'm not worried about the dock or the dandelions. They'll push right on through. Anything with a real heavy taproot will push on through. And both of these are quite edible. This one's kind of bitter, but I do like the dandelion, and we do add it to a lot of things that we eat. And right now, while it's nice outside, we got the wind helping us bring the leaves towards the garden. I'm just going to pile it up in this corner. This was the third bay of our compost pile that we turn into and then move out into the garden. So I'm just going to pile it up here as much as I can, but you just see how fast that breaks down. And yesterday I confused plantain with purslane. We'll look at the purslane here in a second. But the plantain, no, it's not a banana. Although it's, it sounds like that. But this is a very beneficial plant. See this light, fine little weed looking plant? That's vetch. That also came in on some hay. That's another reason I know the hay wasn't treated. And it's got a light little pea flavor. Deal with vetch. It's not very substantial, but it vines like mad. And it can take over some smaller plants if you don't kind of keep it managed. But most of this is going to die back as soon as we cover it with a thick layer of mulch. The reason I don't mind having it here, again, is the roots in the soil, helping the life in the soil. And right here we've got a really nice patch of purslane. And another cousin of this, moss roses, they're all edible. As we're looking through here, here's the seed head of that curly dock that came in on some of that hay last year. You can see we've got a really nice big one growing right here, right in amongst these peppers. Just like out in the prairie, all plants grow shoulder to shoulder. Those roots are all intertwined. That mycorrhizal fungi makes a symbiotic relationship there. So I'm now turning of the opinion, the more roots we can keep in the soil of things we want or don't mind, the better off we're going to be in the garden. And of course, the one weed that I think is just fantastic, and I found out it's a superfood, amaranth. They come in different colors, different styles, make a really good animal fodder, and you need every part of this plant. Talk about volunteers in the garden. Looks like I didn't pick all of the garlic this spring. That's okay, we'll pick it next spring. Yes, the squash is completely done, but I don't know if you noticed, when we planted the squash, we planted some arugula. This is a very cold hardy plant. Also put some really nice roots into the soil. You know, right here is another really beneficial plant. A lot of people freak out when it's in their garden. That's just white clover, and it's very edible also. Right now, all I'm doing is making piles of leaves. If you're worried about them blowing away, you can always come out, throw some wood chips on them, some hay. You can even put some cardboard on top to hold them in place if you're worried about it. I'm using the wood chips with the mycorrhizal fungi in it to help kick-start the life in this pile. And if it blows around a little bit, it's still in the garden, so I'm good with that. If you found any value in any of these episodes, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button also. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.